Krieg stands panting amidst the mangled remains of Nexus. His own body is a mess of cuts and burns, but his grip on his bloodied blade remains firm. The Overseer watches from their platform, their glowing red eyes fixed on Krieg. The Overseer. A slow, deliberate voice. Impressive resilience. You possess a primal tenacity, warrior. A refreshing change from the predictable efficiency of metal. Krieg spits a mouthful of blood onto the arena floor. Krieg. My blood is the price of survival. And I intend to collect the reward. The Overseer. A chilling chuckle. Reward, such a simple concept for such complex beings. But patience. The true test has yet to begin. Suddenly, the arena floor begins to tremble violently. Jagged fissures crack open, and a searing heat emanates from below. Krieg. What madness is this now? From one of the newly formed chasms, a monstrous creature erupts. It is Pyrus, a being wreathed in living flames, its body formed of molten rock and incandescent energy. It roars, the sound like the grinding of tectonic plates. Pyrus. A voice of crackling fire. Another, for the pyre. The Overseer gestures languidly towards Pyrus. The Overseer. Behold, the final obstacle. Pyrus, the incinerator of worlds. A creature forged in the heart of a dying star. Your violence, warrior, will now be tested against the raw fury of a cosmic furnace. Krieg stares at the immense, fiery being, his initial shock giving way to a grim determination. Krieg. A furnace, you say? Then I shall temper my blade in its flames. Action sequence start. Pyrus unleashes blasts of superheated energy, forcing Krieg to dive for cover behind the jagged rocks that litter the arena. The air shimmers with the intense heat. Krieg uses his agility to evade Pyrus's massive, crushing blows. The molten rock of Pyrus's body leaves trails of fire wherever it strikes. Krieg attempts to close the distance, but the intense heat radiating from Pyrus makes it nearly unbearable. His skin blisters and his clothes smolder. Pyrus summons streams of lava from the chasms in the arena floor, turning sections of the battlefield into deadly pools of molten rock. Krieg must carefully navigate the treacherous terrain. Krieg utilizes his knowledge of combat to target the creature's joints and weaker points, attempting to find a vulnerability in its fiery armor. His blade, though effective against flesh and metal, struggles against the molten rock. In a desperate move, Krieg uses pieces of fallen debris to create makeshift projectiles, hoping to distract or injure Pyrus. Pyrus unleashes a devastating wave of fire, engulfing a large portion of the arena. Krieg is forced to find a small pocket of safety, shielding himself with a large piece of rock. Seeing a brief lull in the flames, Krieg makes a daring leap onto Pyrus's arm, using his blade to try and find a crack in its molten exterior. The heat sears his flesh, but he presses on. Pyrus roars in pain and attempts to shake Krieg off, slamming its